Konnichiwa, Guan Baddies. I feel like I have not said that on this channel in a very long time, but I said it on my radio show and now it just got me in the mood to go back to saying it. I don't know why I stopped saying it. Anyway, I know this is not our usual hangout spot. I know normally we're getting all glammed up, but tonight we are going to get unready. I'm going to talk to you guys about some of my favorite Japanese beauty products right now, and I'm also going to tell y'all my business because I am in the midst of a dilemma, and I feel like if I just talk it out, I will be freed from the shackles of this dilemma. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so I've already taken my faux lashes off. I am an oil cleansing, double cleansing kind of gal. So I have been obsessed with this cleansing oil from Softimo. It's their pink bottle. It's the Speedy Cleansing Oil. When I first moved here, I got the yellow bottle and it was the deep cleansing oil. And when they say deep, they mean it. I feel like it was super hard for it to emulsify, and it was like I needed to really scrub it off. Like it wouldn't just come off with water after I emulsified it, so not a fan. This one, I believe this is my third bottle. Literally obsessed with it. Okay, now let's get into my dilemma. And of course, as all dilemmas are, this is about a boy, and there is like a, I don't know, maybe like a 70% chance that he's gonna see this, because sometimes he'd be in the comments of the videos and I'd be like, he'd be watching my videos, okay. We love support, but I gotta air this out. So if you know who you are and you're seeing this, you might just want to click out this video right now. You're not going to hear what I'm talking about, okay? All right, you guys, I'm gonna have to give you guys the context. I'm putting y'all so deep in my business right now. I feel like I never really do that, especially not when it's people in like real time that like I wouldn't want to like make them feel some type of way about talking about them on the internet. But the Moshoganai, there's this guy, right? We didn't really know each other, right? We were like internet friends when I was back in America. I moved to Japan. We were still internet friends or whatever. One day, I don't know, maybe this was so long ago. This is when I was really trying to like give Instagram a chance. And I think we were just talking on Instagram or whatever. And we just was having really good conversations, like back to back to back to back. I don't know, like we were just talking, like, I don't know. It was very flirtatious. There was like a lot of compliments happening. It was very like flirty, right? Almost we were on a path kind of thing. If you know, you know. And you know, for me, I personally, sometimes when I be flirting with a man, I'm just doing it for the love of the game. I don't have no real desire in that man. And I always say this, but like, I want to exude the type of energy that Lupita Nyong'o exuded during her Black Panther tour. She just very much so gave Vixen, and she just made every man that was next to her or like speaking to her just look better, just elevate them, right? And I want to exude that. So sometimes when I'm talking to men, the ones that are not on my very last nerves, obviously, sometimes when I'm talking to men, I get overly flirty, right? And that's not to say that I wasn't flirting with this guy intentionally, but all that to say, when men flirt with me, I assume that they're doing the same thing. They're in it for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't put too much stock into stuff like that. I'm the type of person where you gotta really be very straightforward with me for me to think, okay, this guy is really trying to pursue something. So we were doing all that flirting and like I wasn't taking it serious on his part, right? Because one, I live in Japan, he lives in America. Where can this go? Two, if y'all don't know this about me, I don't like pen pals, okay? It's hard enough for me to keep in contact via text with the people that I actually know and love. Adding a stranger into the mix is not a sustainable process, okay? And this also explains like when y'all be like, oh, I DM'd you. I hate looking at my DM. Like, you guys don't understand. I get such anxiety for messages. This is a little bit of a digression, but I just went through a season of my life where every time I opened my messages, I was getting bad news. And I really do think I have just overall PTSD from it. And every time I say, I'm getting better about looking at my messages, please understand that's a lie. That's me wanting to believe I'm getting better, but the reality is I'm not, okay? I'm horrible about text. The best way to get into contact with me truly is like to FaceTime me. FaceTime me is probably first, and then, bro, these brows are not moving. FaceTime is probably first, and then just like a regular call is probably second. If you text me, if you do anything, emails is probably up there just because it's more business oriented. But outside of business, listen, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I'll do the best I can with what I got. Anyway, like I said, I didn't see it growing past like a pen pal type relationship, so I didn't put too much stock into it. Is he cute? Yes. Is he funny? Yes. Does he have good stuff going for him? Yes. But I wasn't like, in my mind, I wasn't trying to build anything. Right? Okay, randomly. Let me give you guys a good timeline. Let's say September, October, November, somewhere around there. Fall 2004. He hits me up and he's like, hey, I just really want to make my intentions clear with you. And I want you to know that I'm like really interested in like pursuing you. Now this took me so off guard.
Wait, this is a discovery.
Because again, the nigga lives in America. Anything longer than a 20-minute drive is a long distance relationship to me. Keep it a band with you. Keep it a band with you. I can't do more than 20 minutes. So that took me off guard. But like I said, at the time, I already thought he was cute. I thought he was funny. I thought he was great to talk to. We had a good conversation. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I do need to try out a long distance something cool. This is fall 2004. This had to have been before December. So yeah, definitely fall 2004. This was before I entered my sad girl phase, I remember. So he said that. When I tell y'all, I did not hear from this nigga after that message for like 2 months. It was like, he said that, I just disappeared. Oh my gosh. Nigerian men will stain your white. Let me emulsify. Give me a second. Also, if you're an oil cleanser and you don't know this, you need to massage the product in using dry hands, and then you need to emulsify the product and then massage it in with wet hands, and then you need to rinse it off. A lot of people go from massaging the product in with dry hands to trying to rinse it off, but that's not how oil cleansers are meant to work. Fun fact. See, now we're emulsifying it with water. So, didn't hear from him. Then, maybe like, I don't know, January of 2005? Early 2005, he like starts responding to my Instagram messages again. And at this point, the nigga looking a little funny in the light. Cause do you not remember what you said? Cause I remember what you said. Did you forget what you said? I don't understand. A friend of mine was like trying to give him like the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, maybe he felt like he came on too strong, or maybe he did this, did that. And I'm like, okay, well, you need to own that. Like just disappearing cause you felt like you took it too far. And then, if that's the case, stay on. You feel me? But don't try to come back and try to be buddy, like you ain't say nothing crazy. You know, it's like you didn't make a declaration of intent. I ignored the messages. When he would like respond to like my Instagram stories, I would like maybe just like heart it or something. Like I wouldn't respond like how we had been doing before, going back and forth. So after a while of doing that, he sent me a message like, hey, I'm coming to Japan. If there's anything you need me to bring, let me know. Now, he sent me the first message and I was just like, I don't want to see you, weirdo. And so I ignored it. Again, I opened it. Instagram lets you know when your messages get read. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe he'll get the point. Reader, he did not. Hold on, let me rinse my face. We're gonna go in and cleanse with the Senka Perfect Whip. This is in white clay. I think for oily combination skin, this is their best one. If you guys follow Be Your Best, Be Your Best, that's like my go-to for Japanese skincare recommendations. And I met her before. She's that cool. But we were talking and she was like, she always hears bad things about the pink one, I think she said, but the white one she hears good things about. So I've been obsessed with the white one. Okay, I don't stray from the other colors. I go white clay and that's it. Okay, so I got a good amount on. We're gonna cleanse as normal. Okay, back to the story. Y'all, I'm still in context. I haven't even gotten to my dilemma yet. Okay, so I ignore the first time he sends me the message that he's gonna be in Tokyo. Now, at this time, there was in fact some stuff I needed, okay? I think we were actually getting into summertime and I was moving out of my winter shades of makeup. I needed some summer shades. I said, you know what? If he's gonna run to Ulta and pick up my order for me, who am I to block the Lord's blessing? I responded to the message. I said, you know, are you sure that this is something you can do? Because to me, he's already proven that he's wishy-washy, right? So I needed to double check. I'm like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, cool. And I'm like, okay, bet. I will figure out what I need and I'll let you know. So for whatever reason, I still haven't figured this out. Ulta doesn't allow me to do pickups where I pay up front anymore. This happened with another friend of mine, and that time was really traumatizing because I accidentally sent her the wrong product and she picked up the wrong product and sent me the wrong product. It was a huge waste of time and money. And so anyway, all I have to say, I had to send him to Ulta to pick up the stuff for me. And it was very nice. And when he said that he was okay with just picking out the stuff and not just having it like a ready-made pick-up order, I was like, okay, maybe he's like trying to get back in my good graces because he knows that he was moving crazy before. So I'm like, okay, let me be cool about this. So he picks up my stuff. He gets to Japan. We meet at, you already know where we meet. We meet at my spot. Come on. And we had a really good time. Wait, before I get into the time, he brings me the stuff. I go to pay him and he's like, no, like it's on me. Consider it a gift. Now, at this point, this is very important. My spidey senses started tingling. I started thinking to myself, mind you, he's Igbo. If you're Nigerian, look, far be it for me to slander Igbo men, except it's not really that far. Igbo men are just canonically cheap bastards. I don't know if it is historical. I don't know if it dates back to the Biafra War. If that is the case, I don't want to be xenophobic about it, but I have to live in my truth. Of all the Igbo men I know, the majority, the overwhelming majority of them, cheap bastards. And people talk about, and I'm Yoruba, people talk about Yoruba demons all the time, and don't get me wrong, the Yoruba boys is Satan living inside of them for sure. But in my experience with Igbo men specifically, they always, it's very much so you can't get something for nothing. So when he was like, no, don't worry about the money, consider it a gift, I was like, okay, is this nigga gonna try to sleep with me? Because he played me to the left. Now he's like, I don't know, elbowing his way back into my good graces. Is he gonna expect, you know, some quid pro quo? And in my mind, I'm like, okay, let me just be like a little, you know, let me watch out. We had a great time. We had good conversation. Or look, I had a good time. I thought the nigga was funny. He laughed at all my jokes. That's a natural turn on because if you as a man don't think I'm hilarious, we don't have nothing to talk about, okay? My coochie is dry. And so we had a good time. Then he paid for the food at the ramen restaurant. Now, again, Igbo men don't really, in my experience, unless they're doing ballerific, yeah, big daddy. They want to show the fruits of the big daddiness. For a group of people, in my experience, when you're just one-on-one with an Igbo dude, he don't always ball out like he should. And if he do, he gripe about it. Also, if you are not Nigerian, you don't get to repeat any of these stereotypes. Okay? I get to say them because I'm Nigerian. Let's move on. Anyway, we go to like essentially a total of like 3 or 4 more spots. We're drinking, we're having a good time. I'm drinking, I'm laughing, I'm having a good time with a good looking man. And at some point I think to myself, I could sleep with him. I'm like, you know what? If that lady over there can sleep with the text man for text, surely I can sleep with this man for beauty products. No. All jokes aside, y'all know I'm in like a 1,000-year drought. So I'm like, you know, why not? Right? I could sleep with him. I literally say to him, you know, my apartment is just right there. We like just walked past it. He's like, oh. I said, oh, all right, well, look, I can't give you a more specific invitation than that. Like, he didn't, like, there wasn't even no follow-up questions. Like, it was just like, he didn't give a fudge. And when he responded that way, immediately I just thought back to like, when he was like, you know, I'm interested in you, and then just stopped talking to me. And then I'm like, I actually think this guy is not interested in me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And at this point, I feel like I had been like throwing myself at him for like the last hour that we had been together. Mind you, we've gone to like 5 different locations. So I don't know. I also was drinking. So I'm just like, maybe it was all in my head. I thought the vibes were very mutual, but I just threw out the life preserver and you swimming in the opposite direction. Like, where do we go from here? So after that, I was like, all right, well, look, let me take you to the train station, big dog. Like, y'all don't worry about it. Now, while we were there that night, we talked about going to the Cup Noodle Museum. If y'all watched my vlog about the Cup Noodle Museum, you know I love that place. Okay, I love the Cup Noodle Museum. And I was telling him like, oh, if you're looking for something to do, you should go to Yokohama and do that. He was like, oh, do you want to come with me? And I was like, oh, bet, I have time. I don't need a reason to go to the Cup Noodle Museum, like, say less. So we planned to go like maybe the day after the next day. So not what would be tomorrow, but what would have been the day after tomorrow. So the next day, he messages me. Mind you, we're still having our conversations on Instagram, despite me already having given him my number in order to pick up the Ulta order, right? Or not to pick up the Ulta order, but rather to connect it to my Ulta account. So like, if he had any questions or anything, they could like look it up, right? So I already given him my number. Anyway, he messages me on Instagram, which I'm not on like that. So he's like, hey, I don't know what he's saying. He said something like, maybe we should go at this time, or maybe he was like, maybe we should go eat or something before the museum or something like that. And so I didn't see the message right away. Before I could respond, he had actually sent a second message saying, you know what? I'm actually gonna have a chill day tomorrow. Now this really sent me into a rage, because not only are you canceling on me, you're canceling on me to do nothing. It's not even like you had a better offer come in. Am I a joke to you? Like, bro, what? And so literally I was like so annoyed. And so I sent him a voice note and I was like, hey, I'm saying this as objectively as humanly possible, but you're really wishy-washy. Like, you're really hot and cold. And I just want to put that on your radar in case no other woman has ever told you that before. So we had this long back and forth, and he was like, oh, I didn't realize I was coming off wishy-washy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I had a good time. I was looking forward to going out, and you're talking about somebody who's going to do something at home. Like, it's giving mixed signals. Like, and women don't like that. I was really saying this as like you're never going to hear from me again. I'm so good off of you, but I just feel like I need you to know you're super wishy-washy. So if you're not doing that on purpose, I'm putting it on your radar so you can check yourself. That was really the vibe from me. I said this expecting this to be the last conversation we had, okay? But no, he still hit me up sometimes. Like, we'll go back and forth on Instagram occasionally. Fine, whatever. And like I said, he sometimes be in the comments on my YouTube videos. We love a supportive king. Again, if you're watching this, it's not too late for you to click off because you really don't want to hear what I'm about to say. That's the dilemma portion. I'm waiting for my face to fully dry down so that I can use these Heal Photo Enzyme Peeling Pad. Not having this one finger is so productive, but I miss the sound it makes. Anyway, the Heal Photo Enzyme Peeling Pads. I'm not sure how I feel about these. Somebody told me, this is back in America too, somebody told me that these were a dupe for the Peter Thomas Roth Daily Micro Exfoliant Peel Pads. And in America, I had access to Peter Thomas Roth and I was already using it. I loved it. I didn't feel the need to try something new. Now I'm in Japan. There is no Peter Thomas Roth here. So I was like, okay, well, let me just see what Heal is talking about. I don't know if this is a dupe. I think we use the word dupe a bit too loosely in the year of our Lord 2025-26. I think we gotta tighten up a bit. I haven't used enough of them to know like how good they work, but I definitely don't think they're a dupe. I also don't particularly have like sensitive skin. I think these are like a bit harsh for daily use, whereas the Peter Thomas Roth ones, I don't even think I did like a test period. I think I just jumped right in and did 5 in a row and was fine. I think I did these like 2 in a row and my skin was like, you need to calm down. So now I'm only doing them once every 3 days. So just fun fact. Anyway, back to the story. So he hits me up. He's super supportive, which brings us to my dilemma. January 4th. I had my radio show premiere. Before I went on air, I posted about it on Instagram. He like saw it. He was like, oh, you know, good luck, whatever. After the show aired, he messaged me. He was like, it was so good. I was like, oh, did you watch it? And he was like, yeah. Now, as somebody who enjoys being the star, support is very sexy. Support is very sexy. It's very attractive to me. I've also been in situations, multiple situations of like men like trying to very intentionally dim my light. So when men are not afraid to give me my 10s, it's a turn on. It's a turn on, right? Cool. That has resulted though. In every night since then, I have these very filthy, disgusting dreams about him. I mean, in one of the dreams, he literally was like, which has never actually happened to me before. It's just something I read a lot in books and have always been like, God, I see what you're doing for others and I want that for me. But in the dream, baby, he did it! Okay, he is like Adonis in my dreams, right? Those are some of the dreams I've been having. And those dreams, look, I can get with those dreams. Let me tell you where the real dilemma lies. Sometimes they'll be more mundane. I'll just be dreaming about cuddling with him. I'm a real nigga. I'm a cuddle monster, so that's not far-fetched, but it's like, why am I dreaming about these like domestic scenarios? Like, that's sick and disgusting. And it's not even that he's and it's not even that he doesn't live in Japan and there's no way for us to move the relationship forward. The real issue is that I don't like wishy-washy niggas. You only get one time to play in my face before you activate a monster. And I don't really like going back and forth with niggas either. So it's like there's really nowhere for our relationship to grow and blossom. So why am I having domestic dreams about this man? And I've prayed on it. I'm trying to give it to God. But let me tell you the next part of it, right? Normally, when I get into something like this where I'm fixated on somebody or something, I do a little bit of DJing and get it out my system. But I'm fasting. Now, I'm not necessarily fasting from DJing. However, I think there's something about just maintaining your temple holistically when you're fasting that I'm just like, okay, I don't want to engage in that, at least not during the fast. So literally just been suffering through it, been having wet dreams every night for like 10 nights, like a freaking 15-year-old high school boy. Also, the fact that they don't tell girls that they can have wet dreams is actually insane. I don't like that. The science on women's bodies is very lackluster, but that's a story for another day. Y'all, I need to get this guy out of my mind. I don't want to have another dream about him. I don't want to have another sex dream about him. I don't want to have another domestic dream about him. I don't want to think about that nigga. Also, I'm so sorry. He's the kind of man that runs marathons for Thanksgiving. There's no way for the relationship to grow. It's a non-starter. It's a non-issue. Sugar, but what do you guys do when you have a man on your mind and you don't want him to be there? How do y'all get him off your mind? How do you exorcise a demon? Oh no, in all seriousness, I just feel so, I don't know. I hate that men are just so horrible in real life. You can't even enjoy fantasy versions of them. Okay, I had to step out and let the product dry on my skin. Kind of forgot where I was at. This is just water to like give my skin something to the hyaluronic acid that I'm about to adhere to. This is the best hyaluronic acid serum I have ever used. This is the best hyaluronic acid serum that I think exists. I don't know if you can top this. This is the Hado Labo premium. Don't even get me to lie about this kanji buki, but this, it's so hydrating. I'm obsessed with it. I can't say enough good things about it, truly. Anyway, can I tell you guys the craziest thing about all of this? Had he never said to me specifically, I am interested in you and I want you to know that I want to be intentional about this, like had he never not made that declaration of intent, none of this would be an issue for me. None of this would be an issue for me. I wouldn't be overthinking anything. I wouldn't be upset that I was thinking about him or like fantasizing about him. Like it would just be a non-starter. Like I wouldn't think anything of it. But that for me was such a, this man is really trying to play in your face moment. That it's just like, why am I thinking about a nigga that was trying to play in my face? Oh, this is my eye cream with retinol. I actually don't know if it works. Keep it a buck with you. I don't know if it works. I don't know if any eye cream actually works, but I use them. I use them faithfully and, you know, better to have and not need. I also just like them because for better or worse, I feel like eye creams are formulated to not disrupt your eyes. Whereas my moisturizer, definitely if it gets too close to my eyes, I will be irritated. So I just use eye creams to get close to my eyes. This is my moisturizer. I literally just bought like the refill. I never bought the original bottle because I just didn't like it. And I like this glass jar better. I'll put what it is here. It's also from Hado Labo. I'm pretty sure it's also their premium line. I love this night cream. This is probably one of my favorite night creams I've ever used. It's just so good and hydrating, especially in the winter time. It's so good. And it's so hydrating. Sometimes I use it in the morning under my sunscreen if I'm going out that day. Anyway, you guys, I really was not expecting this video to get so long. I thought I was gonna have enough time to do like a cutesy little 10-minute story time with you guys, do my nighttime routine, and then wake up tomorrow and give you guys my morning daytime routine, but your girl's been yapping. And I still need to know, how do y'all get a man off y'all mind? Because he can't stay here anymore. We're done. We're done. He can no longer take up space in our line. Okay. Last but not least, this is my current favorite lip gel. I got it at Daiso, but it's from like that. It's made with like Cica niacinamide and Vaseline. Like, I don't know. Vaseline partnered with the good people at Daiso. I do feel like it kind of sits on top. So sometimes I'll put it over a layer of Blistex, but at night I just want a really thick layer and I go to sleep like that. All right, y'all, pray for me that I do not have another dream about this man, okay? And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for my morning routine. Oyasumi-na-san. Can we just fill this room with thank you, thank you?
Can we just fill this room with thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you?
I'm not thinking about that man no more. I am delivered. Y'all, that video was a couple of days ago. I've just been having such like really jam-packed days that I have not had enough time in the morning to film my morning skincare routine. But that actually works out well because today is mask day. So you guys are going to see even more products than I would have been able to show you before. And I'm going to give you guys an update on that man. Okay. Now, normally in the morning, I use my Dermalogica Daily Micro Exfoliant, but because it is mask day, I just want to do something a little bit less abrasive for my skin. So we are going to use the Senka again today, but normally I do use that. Dermalogica is not a Japanese beauty brand. I'm pretty sure that is the only thing in my skincare routine right now that's not Japanese. Everything else is Japanese beauty. JBeauty. The Meta Heal I think is KBeauty. My sunscreen that I'm going to use is Biore, but it's like the Japanese brand, but Biore is international. But everything else, yeah. So give me a second, let me wash this face. Y'all see the crust in my eyes? That's how you know I had a good night's sleep, okay? Your girl been sleeping good. I really do think this was one of those things that I just had to like get it off my chest and then I would stop having the dreams. Because that's really the thing about dreams, right? It's just something that you need to address. And I feel like even just to sharing that with you guys, even like right now when it's just me sharing it to the camera, I feel like that was enough to just purge it out of my system. I prayed on it, I gave it to God, and I am delivered! I don't like men no more! Feeling good, feeling great, you guys. For the last 2 nights, I have not dreamt about that man. And I am excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna miss the fantasies a little bit. Squishy. But the other weird domestic stuff that was giving me really weird feelings, not gonna miss that. I will say, last night in particular, I had a crazy, crazy dream. You guys let me know if this is supposed to mean anything. Me and my sister, we were on vacation together. Mind you, me and this sister, we've never been on a vacation together, like just us. Family vacation, sure, but like just me and her, no. And I got a PR package to the hotel, which was just really, why was it coming to the hotel? I don't know. But I got a PR package to the hotel, and part of the PR package was a live crocodile. Like a baby one, obviously, like a little baby one, but a crocodile nonetheless, and it was alive. I like had put the crocodile down on the floor, and I like was so tired I wanted to go back to sleep, and so like I called the front desk to be like, hey, I have a crocodile in my hotel room. Can you guys come pick it up? And they were like, yeah, we'll come. And like, I remember dozing off in the hotel bed. And then I woke up and I was like, oh wait, no, I lost track of the crocodile. And then my sister in the bed over, mind you, our beds were not even parallel like normal. They were perpendicular. I don't understand what was happening. But she was in the bed over and she was like, oh, are you looking for the crocodile? It's right there. And I'm like, where is right there? You can't just say right there. Where's right there? She was like, right there on your bed. So now the crocodile is in bed. Crocodile is in bed with me. Like, he's like, the crocodile's like on top of me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have to get this off of me. But then I lift my hand up to like try to hold it and move it. And then it like bites my hand. But it's like when like a chihuahua bites you, like it's not a real bite. It doesn't hurt. It's a baby crocodile. And so I'm like, oh, you're just trying to give me a love bite. Then he sticks his foot down my throat and I cannot get it out. And I'm like trying to signal for my sister to help me and she just doesn't help me. Then my mind literally was like, we've had enough of this dream. And then I woke up. Y'all think I'm crazy? If you're into like dreams, what does that mean? I've never had a crocodile in my dream before, so I don't have any frame of reference for anything this could possibly, like I have no idea. I have no idea. I did talk to my sister yesterday, so maybe that's why she was in this dream, but like I don't understand what any of it means. Please tell me I'm not alone in this, but does washing your face make you have to blow your nose? Is that really just me? I don't know. Somebody talk to me. Anyway, mask day. First mask, we're going in with the Innisfree Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask. Innisfree is KBeauty? It says made in Korea. I don't understand. This whole time I thought Innisfree was JBeauty. I always thought it was JBeauty. I didn't realize it was KBeauty. Maybe your girl don't use as much JBeauty as she thought. Well, no. Nighttime is almost completely JBeauty. So I guess morning time, because I have this from Innisfree and I have this. These are the vitamin C green tea enzyme brightening pads. I'm going to do the research because I remember Tier is technically a KBeauty brand, but it actually gained its popularity in Japan. So some people often refer to it as JBeauty as well. So I'm going to see if Innisfree falls under that because for some reason I always went under the impression that Innisfree was JBeauty. Anyway, this mask is great because I have oily combination skin, particularly right up and through here where my pores are super big, and this just helps me get everything out. If you guys can see, this is a well-loved product, okay?
You've gotten your money's worth. Every damn dollar.
I got this literally as soon as I got to Japan because, man, your girl was having crazy breakouts when she first got here. I was so stressed out and I just wanted to make sure that my skin had something that could calm it, especially because I brought a lot of my skincare from home, but I don't think I had any masks with me or like anything that could just address when my skin needed calming. I think I was actually trying to find shoes because if you remember, I moved here without any sneakers, which was just, I still can't believe that happened. But I was trying to get some shoes and I walked past the Innisfree door and I was like, oh my gosh, Innisfree? And then I got it there. And they don't sell this particular product at the drugstores by me, but they do sell Innisfree. So your girl's gonna have to make it back to Shibuya and get her re-up. Anyway, back to my crazy dreams, you guys. Maybe I'm just in a season where I'm having dreams. I really wish that like there were still people like Joseph around who was just interpreting people's dreams, because I really want to know what any of these dreams mean, or if they don't mean anything at all. Sometimes, you know, you just have an active imagination. I have no idea what a crocodile could signify in my life. That's really something. And it could have also been an alligator. I'm gonna go with crocodile because I don't know the difference. The final update is I am no longer dreaming about that man, either in a filthy sexual capacity or in a cutesy domesticated capacity, and that's what's important. My dream regarding the crocodile and my sister, if you guys have any thoughts on what those things normally mean, I'm all ears. For now, we're moving on, business as usual. Anyway, I normally let this set for 20 or 25 minutes, and because it's a really type of mask, I typically just wash it off when I get in the shower. So I am not going to show the washing off period because I will be in the shower. But I'm going to come to you guys after I have washed this off, showered, and am finishing my skincare for today. See you soon. All right, it's a little steamy in here, but as you can see, the mask is fully off. So now we're going into our second mask. It's a little wet, it's a little damp. Like most women, I do take my showers with the water temperature set to hell. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Also, can we just talk about why don't men shower with hot water? Every time I am in a situation where I can see the temperature that a man is showering with, I'm just like, why is the water not hot? Like, that's just the basics of getting clean. Mind you, all men are hell sent anyway, so they should be used to the temperature. Like, I don't understand it. Anyway, this is my sheet mask that I'm going to use. Drugstore brand. This is the Matsukio one, but it is the Halo Barrier Hyaluronic Acid, and it's made specifically to be gentle for skin made sensitive by atmospheric pollutants, organic cotton. And it's really thick. This was another pickup that I got very early on because I wasn't sure if my skin was having a reaction to the new environment, the new type of water, etc. And I liked that it was made to combat like pollution in the air. But this contains Scutellarian root and vitamin C derivatives that hydrate the skin for healthier skin. It gives a soft, dewy moisturizing with super hyaluronic acid and power hyaluronic acid. So it's got two different types of hyaluronic acid. It's made with organic cotton, vitamin C, like drugstore brand. Really good. You ever use a sheet mask and you gotta be super careful with it because you feel like it could rip at any moment? This don't feel like that. This is some sturdy stuff. Come on now. There we go. Separation. Oh, it's backwards. JK. Gonna turn into Michael Myers. Michael Myers is the one with the mask, right? I let this sit for 20 minutes. I'm not gonna film the 20 minutes of when it's sitting, but if I'm like trying to like talk or be active while I have a face mask on, I have this from Daiso, and essentially you just put it on to keep the mask in place. So if you talk, if you move, if you look down, if you do whatever, it's gonna stay on. It has no properties. It's a silicone mask. It's made for like the average Japanese woman, so I feel like it's made to fit a slightly smaller face. So I only use it if I'm really about to be active, and I'm not. I'm just about to finish getting ready. So I'll see you guys in 20 minutes and we will finish chopping it up. Okay, I'm back. My skin feels good. Going in with the same serum because look, I don't gotta do too much. Also, are y'all into K-Beauty or J-Beauty? What are some of your favorite K-Beauty and J-Beauty products, like skincare products specifically? Because I feel like I'm still like on the hunt to find different products to suit different needs. Like right now I feel like I have a very basic, it's not a basic skincare routine. I have a pretty in-depth skincare routine, but I'm still looking for things like what's the best K-Beauty or J-Beauty retinol to use. Like I'm still trying to find those. I tried that really viral vitamin C serum. I didn't really care for it. I wouldn't describe it as a serum. I would really describe it as same eye cream. I would really describe it as like an oil, and as somebody with oily combination skin, just putting oils on my skin, not my favorite. I really have to, in order for me to fight excess oil production, I have to make sure my skin is hydrated, and not oil on oil doesn't help with that. So I'm open. Give me y'all recommendations. And for sunscreen, I'm using the BeautyAnd UV Rich Aqua Rich SPF 50 sunscreen. First of all, I love this little packaging. So you like press that down, right? You like that compresses. Once this is like empty, it'll suction everything out. And if you depress it, it'll put everything out and then it won't come back up. And that's how you know when it's finished. So you get every single morsel of product out of this. If people are telling you Japan is in 2050, this is probably the only product I'm willing to hear about because that's the type of technology we need in America, okay? This, I love it. I think BeautyAnd is like a UK brand, I always thought, but obviously it's very international, so they have like their Japanese, subsidiaries, and they put this good stuff out. I never really used BeautyAnd in America. I think I used the nose strips, and they have a type of nose strips out here that I really want to try, until it became viral to like talk trash about nose strips. Like everybody just started hating nose strips, and then I stopped using them, but I'm like, why did I stop using them? I really want one again because my nose, it'd be oily. I need to clean them pores out. But anyway, yeah, they have them out here. Anyway, I never used to use BeautyAnd really back in America, but now I like them. I love them. As you can see, the morning routine is really simple compared to like the nighttime routine. That's also because I do a double cleanse at night. Like even today, it was a mask day. If I was not having a mask day, it would have been much quicker. I would have cleansed. I might have used like one of the pads, and then serum, eye cream, sunscreen, done. Morning, gotta get up and go, okay? Even though I hate this job, gotta get to it. No white cast, very important for a black girl. And this is just, look, this is just Blistex, not K-Beauty or J-Beauty. They do sell Blistex out here, but I feel like Vaseline really has the market on basic lip care out here. Everything is made with Vaseline as a partner out here. Love that for them. And that is my updated nighttime and daytime skincare routine with all of my J-Beauty and K-Beauty products. And even though I didn't use it, my little American Dermalogica product. I I hope you guys like this video. Do you guys want to see anything specific from JBeauty? Sometimes I be going in the stores and I see like their makeup, obviously not any of their complexion products, but just like, you know, their lippies and like their eyeshadows, mascaras, and I'm always just like, oh, do I want to try this out? I don't know. If there's anything you guys have been curious about and you're like, let me send Ope to go and try it first, let me know in the comments because I'm intrigued. Also, I feel like I truly don't even remember all the stuff I've yapped about since the first session was like a couple of days ago. Let me know what your thoughts are about everything, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Jane.